first art object that you see when you visit the museum. The cave is a crisp, a clean, a cacophonous, and a communicative piece within the museum. We like it to be considered an art object. It draws visitors in, adults, children, families. And, they see some wonderful changing light come out of this white, faceted, modernistic cave, and they have to go discover what it is. And that discovery is part of the story and the beginning of your journey through the entire museum, and it's really the signature piece in the museum.
And the cave is, the cave paintings are the beginning of art history, so that this interpretive version of a cave is not literal at all. You don't feel as though you're underground in the south of France. You feel as though you're in this sort of really magical, enticing jewel box that is going to introduce you to some creative concepts.
It was important that it draw and tempt everyone in and become this art object, and part of that story and piece is the colored light that sort of spills out of this white faceted cave. An affordable, long-lasting way to achieve the effects that we wanted. It's also a particularly complicated, let's call it a pavilion. It's a very complicated piece. The exterior is clad in solid surfacing. The walls are not very deep. Children are touching every surface. They're going to have, they're on target to have 500,000 visitors. That's a million hands all over the cave, interior and exterior. And it was very important that we use some products for the lighting that could achieve the show effects and be dramatic and emotive, and also put into this grid and the narrow walls and be networked and programmable. And
enable us to do something in a really small space that, probably 4 or 5 years ago we would only have been able to sort of conceive of. It's pretty amazing. And not generate a ton of heat.
Young at Art is a LEED certified. It did receive its certification. But I think more importantly for us is that we make responsible choices as designers. One of those choices is using the LEDs and making sure that we have a product that the museum can maintain and sustain. And it's efficient, it's low energy, low heat, everything that we need to achieve, and easy for the facilities managers at the museum to look after. It's a responsible choice, and we also think it's a beautiful choice.
Yeah, and sustainable design, I think, has been and probably always has been one of the sort of core values that Architecture's Fun has in all of our projects. And one of the byproducts of that are quantifiable and measurable and affect the bottom line of the museum from many perspectives. Operational costs, comfort, health, safety, and welfare of the people that use the building. And the LEDs are one of the things that help contribute to that.